Good morning, y'all. It's DP with DJ. It is Friday, February 20th, 2026. And I finished my kitten looking into the fishbowl. Turned out really cute. I had fun doing that one. So I decided to do an off-canvas project. I have these bookmarks, and thanks to Starlight Starbright, I couldn't get the cover sheets off, so she gave me a little tip last night. She said, use a piece of tape, Scotch tape, and put it on the corner and lift it, and it worked. So instead of putting cover sheets back on, I put release papers on all of them. It's just a lot easier and faster for me, but I did this one last night, so I thought it turned out well. So I'm going to continue with these this morning. And as Diamonds by Tita says, it's dark 30. I have been up for about, I don't know, an hour or so. And it's about, what time is it? Yeah, it's about 4:40 in the morning. And I'm having lunch with a new friend today, so that's going to be kind of cool. She doesn't know anything about diamond art, and so we're going to talk about that and probably a whole lot of other things. We have pretty much the same taste in music, so that's where our connection began. So this probably isn't going to be a really long one. Got to clean, upside down, that doesn't work. Got to clean up my mess from yesterday. Well, I should say my brother's mess from yesterday, last night. But he has, I didn't get to tell everybody. During my 4 days out with a migraine, I woke up to my brother bought us a microwave, which is going to be so awesome for me because now I don't have to heat leftovers up on the stove anymore, and that's going to cut down on my 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day having to wash pots and pans. In order to cook, he can use the microwave for many things instead of pots and pans. I don't mind the dishes part. That one's doesn't bother me so bad. But washing pots and pans all the time is getting really, really annoying. Getting old. I'm tired of doing pots and pans, and I'm tired of having to cook that much. And with the microwave, I don't have to cook. He will be able to pop things in the microwave, and it'll also help whenever I go out of town to see my grandkids. I can cook things and freeze them, and he will be able to heat them up in the microwave, so that'll be nice. He thinks he's going to wither away if I'm not here to take care of him. I told him that's not going to happen. I've got 2 neighbors, and they've said they would look in on him because they think that I deserve to be able to take a trip with my best friend and go see my grandkids. This is something my best friends want to do for me, take me to Colorado and South Dakota. Excuse me. So that's going to be a fun trip. I'm still working towards the money to make that happen. Oh, goodness. Oh, bipolar Betty, she needs to figure out, she needs to take her meds. This up and down weather. Yesterday it was in the 60s. Today the high is going to be 40, low 20. And it's no wonder everybody's getting sick, this weather going up and down the way it is. A few days ago, while I was out with a migraine, it was like 72 degrees. I mean, it's February. Mother Nature is really, really, really confusing the plants, confusing the animals, all over the place. And she really needs to take her medication, because I think she's going through the change and having another hot flash and gonna, dip the temperatures to cool herself off. Sorry about that, folks. I don't want my nose dripping on my project here. But what was it? Last Saturday, the weather, I woke up, the weather had drastically changed, and we had a storm. And sometimes when the barometric pressure changes, it causes a migraine for me. And my head was hurting when I woke up. Of course, I tried to ignore it. Tried to go on about my business, and usually I can get them under control. Certain little things I can do. And I tried all day long, and nothing worked. It just kept getting progressively worse and worse and worse and worse. Well, it did. And Sunday, it was getting worse. And by Monday and Tuesday, I was stuck in bed. So, been a long time since I've had one of these off-the-wall wild 4-day migraines. It has been quite some time, because I can usually get them under control. The one thing that I did not do with this one, I am out of the ibuprofen gel caps, and I'm just wondering if I had them. I mean, when I get paid at the end of the month, I'll have to put that on the shopping list. But I haven't had to take any ibuprofen. Oh, let's see. Since before Christmas, for sure. So, I mean, that part's getting better. But I'm kind of excited about having lunch with my new friend today. That's going to be fun. Does anybody else on using the crystals, is that like ABs and fairy dust, where it tends to use up a lot of wax? Because I've noticed on the one last night, I was using a lot of wax, and that doesn't happen normally with my regular diamond painting projects, the canvases, but this I seem to keep having to get wax in my pen. It seems to be a continuum. Boy, I cannot talk this morning. Goodness gracious. But I thought, I've I've only done, what is it, 2 off-canvas projects in 6 years, and I wanted to practice on these bookmarks to do my other bookmarks for Easter. So, and I'm really glad I got the tip from Star last night, because I was getting really frustrated, because when I did my first off canvas, my Steelers football sun catcher, it took me forever to get the cover sheet off. I mean, it was coming off in pieces. It was so difficult to even get it lifted up off of the plastic, and I was getting super frustrated with it to the point I almost chucked it, but I didn't. But I wish I would have known the tape trick then. So that was a lovely, lovely tip. That's one thing. This community is awesome about helping each other out, and they are always willing to help. That's a wonderful thing to be a part of. So we were in a live on KY Philly, Sherry, see, this is what I'm talking about, on her channel last night with Sherry Star, and Miss Southern Belle, and story time. That was a hoot. It was very entertaining, very cute, and those three should write short stories together, because one of them would start the story, then the next one would continue the story, and then the last one would finish the story. It was so cute. So cute. Very entertaining. And the time went by so fast. Unbelievable. I get on these lives with these ladies, and the time just goes by so quick. It's so fun to spend time with friends, because it's just fun and it's relaxing. That's what I thought. I knew I'd dropped one. But the crystals are beautiful. They really are beautiful. But a little more difficult to work with, in my opinion. But that's what made me think about the ABs and the fairy dust, because that's kind of what it feels like. So, and I've talked to a few people across the country, and this weather feels like it's making everybody tired. Everybody's, or sick. My dear friend Shelly, Dolphins DP and more, DP Crafts and more, she has been sick for a few days. And that's really rough whenever you're traveling down the road in a semi. But this weather is not doing anyone any favors, Mother Nature. Come on, Bipolar Betty. Please take your medication. Straighten out the weather. Plants and animals are getting so confused, because they're thinking spring is here when it really is not. And that's going to be difficult, because the plants are going to start, sprouting, and then we're going to have a cold snap, and it's going to destroy them. And that's a sad, sad thing, but Mother Nature, she's just going to do what she wants to do. This too shall pass. My monstera that I propagated, oh, when was it? Was it back around Christmas or the first of the year? I looked at it yesterday because I check on it once a week, and the roots are popping out of the nodes. Oh my goodness. It is doing so well. And whenever Dollar Tree has their Miracle Grow potting soil in, I'm going to grab a few bags because I have philodendron starters, I have Dieffenbachia, I have Monstera. These are things I'm going to need to get potted up. So excited. I miss all my flower gardens a lot. I enjoyed that. I had quite an abundance of flower gardens when I had my home in Harrisonville. Really miss that because that was a wonderful way to handle my anxiety and stress. It worked very well for me, and I found out I had quite the green thumb. Some things I couldn't grow no matter what I tried, but that's okay. I still enjoyed my gardening. I had so many different varieties, and I grew everything from seed. And that's very satisfying to watch something grow that you planted. And it is very satisfying. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And when I was upset or angry, it was weed pulling time. That was a good way, positive way to control all that and calm myself down. So that gardening did a lot for me. It's a good way to even out your mental health in a lot of ways. And now apartment living, everything's got to be in pots, and they have rules about the number of pots you can have on your porch and so forth and so on. So all of mine will be indoors, except for the ones I have outside. I do have 3 pots out on my front porch, and I'm not sure. I have marigold seeds for sure that will be out there, but I know I have other stuff somewhere. Just gotta keep unpacking and find it all. And unpacking. I will be unpacking for the next 2 decades, it feels like. But that's okay. It's baby steps. It will get there. And when I get tired, because going through paperwork is very exhausting to me, mentally exhausting. So when I get tired of that, after an hour or two, I'm just wiped out with it, because looking at every single piece of paper, thank goodness my brother likes to do shredding, because if I had to do both steps, I'd never get done. Excuse me. This frog keeps trying to come back, and I'm trying to discourage him from being here. He needs to go back to the pond. He should go to Kentucky with KY Philly. Her frogs are down at the pond just singing away, and he needs to go back there. or he can go to the desert with Star and her frog and go to the creek down there. But he needs to go bye-bye. So what is everyone working on? I was looking at Star's event calendar for the year, and I have actually quite a few projects that will work, but I don't have anything for portraits in August. I don't have anything for Star Wars, May the Force Be With You for May. I don't have an Eeyore and Friends for September. I don't have Looney Tunes for October. So I've been trying to look for Eeyore and Friends or Tweety Bird for Looney Tunes, and boy, that's some slim pickings on that one. Now, those two are very difficult to find in a reasonably priced situation. And I'm not having the best of luck on that one. So I'll keep looking. And Eeyore he's so cute, and I love Tweety Bird. I always loved Tweety Bird growing up. He taught a putty tat. Oh, the things we remember from childhood. So what is everyone else working on? I got my taxes done yesterday, and thank the Lord, I don't owe anything. This is my first full year of being on Social Security without having any other extra income like a job or anything. And I was a little petrified that I might owe federal taxes on my earnings, because I know they say that, you know, that got wiped out, just like the state of Missouri doesn't. That started in 2024, I believe, stopped charging earnings tax, income tax on Social Security, but I still owed on federal. But I had also worked part of 2024, so I had money deducted through that. So last year I didn't work at all, just to see, and I'm sorry, I don't trust mainstream media. Uh-oh. The bear is awake. I've got to be careful. I probably should end this because he is not in a good mood, sounds like. And I don't need him cussing on here and getting me in trouble. So y'all have a blessed day. If you want to see a change in the world, be the change you want to see. Lead by example. Be kind. And with that, I will catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.